Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. There is a lot happening around the world today. Let's learn vocabularies and phrases related to them together and talk about them in daily conversation. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. All right, let's get started. Headlines. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Disruptions, disturbances that interrupt an event, activity, or process. Strikes, work stoppages by employees as a protest, typically over working conditions or pay. Cancellations, events or arrangements that have been called off or stopped. Phrases. Due to, a prepositional phrase used to show the cause of something, are causing, a present continuous structure indicating ongoing effects. Are advised to, a passive voice structure used to give formal suggestions or recommendations. 2. Vocabulary. Volatility, the quality of being likely to change suddenly and unpredictably, often used for markets or emotions. Indices, plural of index, statistical measures of changes in a representative group of individual data points, often stock markets. Tariffs, taxes imposed by a government on imported goods. Phrases. React to, a verb phrase meaning to respond to a stimulus or event. Have led to, present perfect phrase showing cause and effect up to the present. Reported in, passive construction indicating where or by whom an event was documented. 3. Vocabulary. Implementation, the process of putting a decision or plan into effect. Imports, goods brought into a country from abroad for sale. Soar, to increase rapidly above the usual level. Phrases. Following the phrase indicating sequence or consequence. Prompting concerns over phrase used to show cause for worry or debate. Have escalated to, present perfect indicating a rise or increase to a specific point. 4. Vocabulary. Troops, soldiers, or military forces. Stationed, assigned to a specific place or duty. Assessments, evaluations, or judgments about a situation or condition. Phrases. Confirmed that. Phrase introducing a statement that has been verified. Remain stationed, verb phrase indicating continued presence at a post. Amid ongoing, phrase used to indicate that something is happening during the continuation of another event. 5. Vocabulary. Triggers, causes an event or situation to happen or exist. Humanitarian, relating to the promotion of human welfare and social reform. Assistance, help or support given to someone or a group. Phrases. Has led to, present perfect showing cause-effect linkage. Providing aid, gerund phrase showing the act of giving help. In response to, phrase used to indicate a reaction or reply to something. 6. Vocabulary. Strikes, targeted military attacks. Targets, specific objects or locations aimed at in attacks. Operation, a planned military or strategic action. Phrases. Has initiated, present perfect verb, indicating the beginning of an action. Marking a present participle used to highlight the significance of an event. In the region, prepositional phrase specifying location. Business. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Profit, the financial gain made in a transaction or operation after subtracting expenses. Decline, a decrease or reduction in size, amount, or quality. takeover, the acquisition of one company by another. Phrases. Is expected to, a phrase used to indicate a predicted or anticipated outcome. Due to, used to show the reason or cause of something. Weakens its, suggests a reduction in strength or ability, often used in business competitiveness. 2. Vocabulary. Retailers, businesses, or individuals that sell goods directly to consumers. Tariffs, taxes, or duties placed on imported goods. Hiring freeze, a temporary stop in hiring new employees, usually to cut costs. Phrases. Are postponing. Present continuous phrase indicating actions being delayed. Face tough choices, idiomatic expression meaning to confront difficult decisions. Raising prices, an economic action where businesses increase the cost of their products or services. 3. Vocabulary. Stabilizing, making something more steady or secure. Investments, the act of allocating money with the expectation of future financial returns. Oil prices, the cost per barrel of crude oil, a key global economic indicator. Phrases. Is visiting. Present continuous structure used for planned travel. Comes as, phrase indicating timing or context of an event. To discuss, an infinitive phrase indicating purpose. 4. Vocabulary. Emerging, referring to developing markets or economies showing growth potential. Exports, goods or services sold to another country. Dovish, a term describing policies that are cautious or favor economic stimulus over restrictive measures. Phrases. May gain from suggests a possible benefit from a situation. Seeking to shows intention or goal in an action. Attract investments refers to efforts made to draw financial backing or capital. 5. Vocabulary. Monetary policy, the process by which a central bank manages money supply and interest rates. Inflation, the rate at which prices for goods and services rise, decreasing purchasing power. Dovish, inclined toward low interest rates and economic support rather than inflation control. Phrases. Faces decisions indicates that choices must be made. Are calls for suggests demands or appeals for a specific action. To support, an infinitive phrase expressing assistance or reinforcement. 6. Vocabulary. Rebounds, quick recoveries after a drop or decline. Negotiations, discussions aimed at reaching an agreement. Indices, statistical measures of market performance, plural of index. Phrases. Showed signs of, indicates early evidence or symptoms of a trend. Driven by, shows the cause or motivator behind something. Posted gains, financial expression indicating increases in value or performance. Entertainment. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Festival, a series of events, often music or cultural, held over several days. Lineup, the list or arrangement of performers scheduled for an event. Headliners, the main or most prominent performers at a show or festival. Phrases. Is set to, indicates that something is scheduled or expected to happen. Featuring artists, a phrase used to highlight who will be performing or participating. Running from, shows the duration or period an event covers. 2. Vocabulary. Premiere, the first public showing or performance of a film, show, or piece of music. Documentary, a non-fiction film or television program presenting facts about a person or event. Concert, a live musical performance. Phrases. Has an exciting, introduces appealing or thrilling new content. Now including, highlights additional features or services currently available. Filmed at, indicates the location where a video or movie was recorded. 3. Vocabulary. Contenders, competitors, or entries aiming to win a prize or recognition. Eligibility, the state of meeting requirements to participate or qualify. Animation, a form of visual storytelling using drawn or computer-generated images. Phrases. Rush to release, suggests urgency in publishing content quickly. Stands out, used to describe something that is noticeably better or more important. Including new introduces newly added items or features. 4. Vocabulary. Integration, the process of combining two or more things to work together effectively. Installments, episodes, or parts of a series. Batch, a group of similar items released or handled together. Phrases. Boast san, claims or presents something proudly. Enhance now indicates an improvement or upgrade that has recently been made. Include returns refers to the reappearance of previously featured content. 5. Vocabulary. Premiere, the debut or initial showing of a program or film. Episodes, individual parts of a series. Comeback, the return of a show, person, or trend after a period of absence. Phrases. Is bringing introduces what a service or company is offering. Starting on gives a specific start date for an event or release. Featuring 6. Details the number of parts or episodes included. 6. Vocabulary. Console, a device designed for playing video games. Compatibility, the ability of a system or product to work with others. Pre-orders, advanced purchases made before a product is officially released. Unveiled, revealed, or announced to the public for the first time. Phrases. Is set for, used to indicate a scheduled future event. Introduces features, presents new functionalities or capabilities. Will launch alongside, indicates that something will be released at the same time as another item. Health. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Dementia, a group of conditions characterized by impairment of at least 2 brain functions, such as memory loss and judgment. Aging, the process of becoming older, often associated with health and cognitive decline. Cardiovascular, relating to the heart and blood vessels, often linked to overall health outcomes. Phrases. Indicate A, used to express evidence or signs of something. Over the past refers to a period leading up to the present, often used in studies or reports. Attributed to assigns a cause or reason to a certain factor or set of factors. 2. Vocabulary. Recalls official requests to return a product due to safety or quality concerns. Groceries, food, and other items sold in supermarkets. Safety, the condition of being protected from danger, risk, or injury. Phrases. Have announced, phrase indicating a public statement or declaration has been made. Due to explains the reason or cause for something. Check there instructs individuals to verify their possessions or actions. 3. Vocabulary. Withdrawal, the act of pulling out or ceasing involvement, often in a formal or strategic context. Violence, physical force intended to hurt or damage, often leading to instability. Healthcare, services and support aimed at maintaining or improving health. Phrases. Has made past tense phrase used to report a decision or action taken. Due to used to explain the reasoning behind a decision or situation. Impacting services describes the effect on the availability or quality of assistance or care. 4. Vocabulary. Symptoms, physical or mental features indicating a condition or disease. Diagnosis, the identification of the nature of an illness or problem by examination. Treatment, medical care given to manage or cure a health issue. Phrases. Are shedding light, means to clarify or provide insight into a topic. Providing hope, suggests offering reassurance or potential solutions. Ongoing studies indicates that research is actively continuing. 5. Vocabulary. Bipartisan, involving agreement or cooperation between 2 political parties. Responders, individuals who provide immediate action or aid, especially in emergencies. Budget, an estimate of income and expenditure over a period of time. Phrases. Urging the, pressing, or advocating for an action to be taken. Amid recent, happening in the context of current or ongoing events. Provides care, gives medical or health support services. 6. Vocabulary. Measles, a highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever and rash. Outbreak, the sudden start or increase of a disease in a specific area. Vaccination, the act of receiving a vaccine to prevent disease. Phrases, has resulted in, explains what has happened as a consequence. Reported deaths, records, or confirms fatalities. Emphasizing importance, highlights the significance or necessity of something. Sports. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Manager, the person responsible for overseeing and directing a team, especially in sports. Quarterfinal, a competition round involving 8 remaining participants or teams. Unbeaten, having not been defeated in a series of matches or games. Phrases. Remains cautious, continues to be careful or restrained in approach. Ahead of, used to indicate time before a specific event, emphasizing the placing importance on or drawing attention to something. 2. Vocabulary. Resigns, formally leaves a job or position. Schedule, a planned series of events or tasks. Roles, specific duties or functions assigned to a person. Phrases. Has resigned, indicates someone has officially stepped down. Citing the refers to giving a reason or explanation. Since 2018 refers to the time period starting in the year 2018. 3. Vocabulary. Twins, 2 offspring born at the same birth. Compete, to take part in a contest or competition. Tournament, a series of contests between a number of competitors. Phrases. Are set to, ready or scheduled to do something. Bringing a, introducing or providing a new element. To become the, used to indicate a transformation or achievement. 4. Vocabulary. Comeback, a return to success after a period of difficulty. Championship, a competition to determine the best individual or team. Deficit, the amount by which something, like a score, is less than required. Phrases. Overcame a, succeeded in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Defeating them, winning against an opponent. Claiming they're taking ownership of a title or achievement. 5. Vocabulary. Triple-double, a basketball achievement involving double digits in 3 statistical categories in a game. Record, the best performance noted in official statistics. Victory, the act of winning a contest or competition. Phrases. Surpassed Oscar, exceeded the performance of a specific person, Oscar Robertson. Achieving his, completing or reaching a specific milestone. Leading the, guiding a team or group to a result. 6. Vocabulary. Outfielder, a baseball player positioned in the outfield. Suicide, the act of intentionally causing one's own death. Awareness, knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. Phrases. Has publicly made known to the public. Aiming to, intending or planning to do something. Emphasize the, highlight or stress the importance of something. Climate. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Flooding, the overflow of water onto land that is normally dry. Grasslands, large open areas covered mainly with grass, especially used for grazing. Submerges, to be covered completely or largely by water. Rainfall, the amount of rain that falls in a particular area over a period of time. Phrases. Has submerged, describes an area that has been covered with water. Forcing, approximately, indicates that a situation is causing a certain number of people or things to take action. Affecting families implies that families are experiencing impacts or consequences. 2. Vocabulary. Zero carbon refers to processes or energy sources that do not release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Hydrogen, a clean energy source used to replace fossil fuels. Steelmaking, the process of producing steel from raw materials. Phrases. Will provide indicates a future supply or contribution. Aiming to, showing intent or purpose. Using instead of denotes substitution of one material or method with another. 3. Vocabulary. Sustainable, capable of being maintained without depleting resources or causing severe ecological damage. Agriculture, the practice of farming, including cultivation of soil and raising animals. Production, the process of manufacturing or growing something in large quantities. Phrases. Highlights the, draws attention to something important. To address, aims to deal with or resolve an issue. Needs to, indicates a requirement or necessity. 4. Vocabulary. Ammonia, a compound used in fertilizers and industrial processes, being explored for clean energy. Partnership, a cooperative relationship between parties working together. Metric tons, a unit of mass equal to 1,000 kilograms used in measuring emissions. Phrases. Partners with, forms a collaborative relationship with others. To develop, to create or improve a product, system, or service. Aiming to reduce, indicating a goal to lower a particular quantity or effect. 5. Vocabulary. Aviation fuel, fuel specifically designed to power aircraft. Refinery, an industrial facility that processes raw materials like oil into usable products. Biofuels, renewable fuels made from organic materials. Suspends, temporarily stops or discontinues an action or plan. Phrases. Has suspended indicates that an activity or project has been officially paused. Citing weaker, giving as a reason a lack of strength or performance in something. Plans to produce, intends to manufacture or generate something in the future. 6. Vocabulary. Hailstorm, a weather event where balls or lumps of ice fall from the sky. Wheat, a cereal plant cultivated for its grain, a staple in many diets. Region, a geographic area defined by natural or administrative boundaries. Phrases. Has struck, has hit, or impacted suddenly. Raising concerns, bringing attention to potential problems or risks. About potential, relating to possible future outcomes or effects. Technology. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Satellite. A device placed into orbit around the Earth or another planet to collect information or for communication. Merger, the combination of two or more companies or organizations into one. Competitiveness, the ability of a company or product to compete effectively in the market. Underway, already in progress or happening. Phrases. Are set to indicates something is scheduled or expected to happen. To discuss, to talk about a particular subject in detail. Aiming to, expressing an intention or goal. 2. Vocabulary. Semiconductor, a material or device that conducts electricity under certain conditions, essential in modern electronics. Export control, regulations governing the export of sensitive technologies or products. Violation, the act of breaking a law, rule, or agreement. Fine, a sum of money imposed as a penalty for an offense. Phrases. May face, possibility of experiencing a consequence. Investigates potential, looking into a possible situation or wrongdoing. Related to, associated with, or connected to a subject. 3. Vocabulary. Digital Markets Act, EU regulation, aimed at ensuring fair competition in digital markets. Compliance, the act of conforming to rules or standards. Antitrust, laws and regulations that promote competition and prevent monopolies. Phrases. Is set to, expected to happen in the near future. Have been underway, have already started, and are continuing. To assess, to evaluate, or judge the nature or quality of something. 4. Vocabulary. Launch, the act of sending something out, especially into space. Broadband, high-speed internet access. Satellite internet, internet service provided through satellites. Phrases: plans to, intends, or is preparing to do something. Aiming to compete, attempting to rival others in a particular market. Providing services, offering assistance, products, or capabilities to others. 5. Vocabulary. Surveillance, close observation, especially of a suspected spy or criminal. Artificial intelligence, the simulation of human intelligence by machines. Disloyalty, lack of loyalty, betrayal, or unfaithfulness. Phrases: is utilizing, is using something for a particular purpose. To identify, to recognize or establish what something is. Within the workforce, among employees or workers in an organization. 6. Vocabulary. Lawsuit, a legal case brought before a court. Advertising, the activity of attracting public attention to products or services. Resolution, the act of solving a problem or settling a dispute. Phrases: has reached, has come to a decision or agreement. To remove, to take away or eliminate something. Signaling A, indicating a change or outcome. Travel. Now let's learn the related vocabulary and useful phrases. 1. Vocabulary. Routes, paths or journeys taken by aircraft or vehicles from one place to another. Fares, the price paid by a passenger for travel. Palma, a popular tourist city on the island of Majorca, Spain. Phrases: has announced, made a public or official statement. Starting April indicates the beginning of something in the month of April. With fares beginning, shows the starting price of tickets or services. 2. Vocabulary. Passengers, people who are traveling in a vehicle but are not operating it. Busiest, the time or place with the most activity or traffic. Holiday, a period of rest or recreation away from work or school. Phrases: expects, anticipates, or foresees something will happen. Marking the, indicating the beginning or occurrence of something. Anticipate increases, expect growth or higher numbers. 3. Vocabulary. Strikes, work stoppages by employees to protest against policies or conditions. Cancellations, the act of calling off or terminating scheduled services. Flight attendants, crew members on an aircraft responsible for passenger safety and service. Phrases: are causing, are leading to, or resulting in. Holding a, conducting or carrying out an event or action. Led to, resulted in a particular outcome. 4. Vocabulary. Line up, the list of performers or acts scheduled to appear at an event. Festival, a cultural event often featuring music, food, and art. Heritage, the traditions, history, and cultural achievements of a group or nation. Phrases: will feature, will include, or highlight. Celebrates the honors or pays tribute to. Running from, taking place during a specified time range. 5. Vocabulary. Easter, a holiday celebrated in spring, often associated with travel and family gatherings. Terminal, a building at an airport where passengers board and disembark planes. Early arrival, arriving in advance of a scheduled time. Phrases: is gearing up, is getting ready or preparing for something. Expected between, predicted to occur during a specific time frame. Plan ahead, make preparations in advance. 6. Vocabulary. Holiday makers, people who are on vacation or taking a holiday. Disruptions, interruptions or problems that prevent normal activity or travel. Cities, large urban areas, often destinations or origins for travel. Phrases: are warned of, are alerted or cautioned about something. Particularly affecting, especially impacting or influencing. Due to, because of, or caused by. That's it for today's lesson. We explored many topics and learned important vocabulary and useful phrases. Remember, the more you connect English to what's happening around you, the easier it becomes to understand and use it in daily life. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.